Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rightlander Q and A. Today, we're joined by Brian Wilkinson, Product Advisor for Rightlander. Brian, can you tell us about the All Party Parliamentary Group's recommendations for regulatory change in relation to the gambling industry?
Yeah, hi Shan. Yeah, this is a year-long study that's been conducted by a group of MPs into the gambling-related harm in the UK market. And they've produced a list of recommendations, over 30 in total, for what they believe needs to be changed within the industry. And some of the key takeaways that have been talking points in the last week have been a suggestion for a ban on all advertising in the gambling industry, a ban on VIP schemes and inducements, and also a ban on in-play betting as well.
Wow, okay, so how likely do you think these are to come into effect?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think that what we're seeing is that the APPG are putting in a strong list because they probably expect that many of these will be either turned down or won't be turned into legislation. So it's probably a case where they're putting in as many as they can right now, with the expectation that not all will get through.
Yeah, okay, so how might this change the industry if many of these recommendations are approved?
Well, yeah, good question, really. We've already seen several license operators leave in the last year or two from the UK market, and that's because there's been quite a lot of changes in legislation, notwithstanding the ban on credit cards being used on online gambling sites. So, with even stricter legislation potentially on the horizon, we could see more license operators leaving. Now, that could potentially open the door for unlicensed operators who don't need to work by the same sort of code of ethics, and that could actually be quite detrimental for the UK market. But as I say, this is just a list of recommendations at the moment. None of these have actually been brought into any gambling law, but we will see what happens in the weeks and months to come.
Brilliant, thanks, Brian. For more details on the APPG report and any other topics, please go to the Rightlander website and visit our blog.